Can you just switch to the news?
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 15
Look at that.
of
15.
Parkside Chat. We're
Amazing.
well into our teenage years now.
Almost driving. Almost driving.
Almost driving.
Almost.
One more year, one more episode, and then we'll be driving. But welcome in, everyone. Happy holidays.
Mhm.
Merry Christmas.
Mary Chrysler.
All the things.
Merry Christmas.
If you are watching, say hello. Type in where you're watching from. And tonight we're going to talk about TJ.
All things festive. So tonight we're going to get into some news. But our main topic tonight is going to be all about Christmas movies and where you can stream them. So all of the movies that we list tonight, you can pop on over to Apple TV or anywhere and watch them online.
Yep. So my goal with this is that anything that we talk about tonight, there's a streaming solution. So you don't have to necessarily buy the movie. You can stream it somewhere. I think only one of the streaming services is free, which we'll talk about here in a few moments. But first, we're going to get started off with news.
New news. We didn't do our introductions, but that's fine. I was ready.
Oh, hi, I'm Brian.
I'm TJ, but I vote we do
What?
like a. I know
Wow.
we totally butchered that, but I vote that we do like some funny introductions.
Like Trixie and Katya do.
Yeah.
Or like our Housewives intro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So what would yours be?
To
put you
I
on
don't
the spot.
have the brain capacity right now. I had to craft that one.
I would say something like, I'm the Nigerian prince your IT guy warned you about. TJ.
Oh, wow.
What?
Lied
I
to you,
like
man.
that. I like that. Mine, I said it to a client on the phone earlier today. I said I'm firm, but I'm friendly.
And then you pan around to the camera.
Firm and friendly. I think that can be Liz. Firm and friendly.
Or maybe fierce and friendly. I don't know. But
Mom's here. Hey, Mom.
Hi.
There's other people here too. Say hello. Welcome in, everyone. All right, so let's get started off with the news. Let's see. What am I doing wrong here? Here it is. All right, so the first bit of news really isn't news. It's a reminder because I was looking at this today and I was like, oh my gosh, December 5th is almost here.
That's
And
crazy.
Luminous at Epcot, the new nighttime spectacular at Epcot, is coming on December 5th. And I'm like, that is very soon. And I really haven't paid attention to
1 week.
construction. So I don't know what they're doing. Those fountains, though, look very small. So I'm guessing they're reducing the sizes of any kind of water fountains. I'm not sure. But I did make a reservation today for the evening of December 5th
Ooh.
for the park.
That's exciting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I also made some other reservations today. I think it was while Liz and I
I
were on
know.
the phone.
You were like,
I was like,
"This
oh,
one,
let me
this
get
one,
this
one."
date, that date. And then
And then yesterday we made a few.
So, pro tip: right now on the Walt Disney World reservation, like reserving your day to go in the park, they have free days for pass holders where it won't take up one of your days that you can make a reservation. And I believe it's the 11th of December. It's a Monday, and Magic Kingdom was a free day. So that to me means that, that they don't expect a lot of resort guests. Maybe it'll be a busy day because a lot of pass holders are going to go. But these next 2 weekends should be relatively light.
Oh.
Like this coming weekend and the weekend after. So I did make a reservation, I think for myself.
I think you
thought
got
maybe
TJ
I'll go
in there.
over during the day. Yeah, I think I added TJ, but Maybe TJ will come, maybe he won't. Maybe I'll go during the day. I don't know. But yes, so I did make some park reservations. Haven't been in the parks much lately except for like Jollywood, and we've been over to Universal as well. But I want to catch the Magic Kingdom all decorated for Christmas. But anyway, just remember, if you're local, if you're a pass holder, or if you're going to be here on December 5th, Luminous at Epcot
It's coming.
launches on the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. I don't know, like, there's been a few other, I think, images. This is a very generic image of just fireworks. So they've also have a little teaser of them recording the music, but it's a Disney show, so there's just going to be Disney music in it. So
And then we'll have to
We'll see what
vote and
happens.
see which was the best.
Harmonious
Epcot.
or Luminous.
Mm-hmm.
Harmonious, Illuminations, which I know needed an update, but I think that was still the best option. But we'll see.
We'll see. All right. So our next story.
It's an interesting one. So, on this picture, if you may not have heard, guests at Disneyland Park over in Anaheim, California, got to see some interesting images and say that it may not be so small of a world after all, or
Wow.
or average. But there was, so this happened on Sunday. A 26-year-old was pretty much going through the attraction and stripping all of his clothes. And so Anaheim police told LA Times that this person was arrested shortly after he started undressing himself and was arrested due to indecent exposure and probably on a controlled substance. So
Yeah.
his mind was not sitting well.
There's videos out there too.
Yes, so if you search on TikTok or pretty much anywhere nowadays, you'll see it.
It was really
Not-
funny because this morning I'm up leaving for work at like 5:45. Well, I'm up to like get my coffee and everything. I didn't leave then, but I'm just like quickly scrolling on TikTok and I see one of him like walking through and you hear like the the holiday overlay music in the background and there's just this person walking alongside. And I'm like, oh, okay, like that's odd. And then like 3 videos later, it was an update and it was him in this scene sitting in the pool. And I'm like, this is big. This
And
is,
he
like,
was very
big
much
news.
manhandling the dolls. Like he was
Yes.
like holding on to their heads as he like
Yes,
went from
to,
one
like,
scene to the
stand up.
next.
He was
Yeah.
like King Kong in there. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm surprised they were actually all very sturdy. Like
Yeah,
they
did.
didn't
I figured
fall
it'd be,
over or anything. Yeah, they didn't wobble. It seemed like he just kind of was King Kong through
Yeah.
Small World. But you can tell in the video that his mind is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I will say props to the cast members because they handled that really well.
And I couldn't tell if in this video that this still is taken from. There's somebody kind of yelling at him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a cast member or if it was someone in the boat, but they were basically kind of giving safety warnings, like don't
As he's
want
going
you to
through
get
like the
hurt
exit.
type
exit.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
This is
'Cause-
not the in-show exit that people.
Especially this little
Walk.
slanted area. To
No.
walk on this slanted area, like you're gonna
Yeah.
fall down into the canal.
Mhm.
From
I feel like the only like sort of positive for his safety in this sense is that Disneyland's Small World is sort of elevated and in its own little tube. Like Orlando and Walt Disney World, like it's more water on both sides. This one's kind of like tighter because I feel like he would have gotten in the water and he could have been really, really hurt.
Yeah.
He did get in the water eventually.
Did he?
At the exit,
Yeah, it
he
was-
made his way all the way.
Oh, I saw
the
some
exit.
Back
exit
out,
footage.
yeah, like through the tunnel.
Anyway, well, very I'm sure we won't get the full story ever on this. That this is probably the last that we've heard about this, and that you won't get the real like
The
full story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just hope he's okay wherever he is. And he received a wonderful gift, a lifetime ban of Disney parks.
Right.
There you go.
Well, and
Okay.
hopefully he gets the help he needs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next little story that we're going to talk about.
Let go your youth, ladies
Yeah,
and
let go of my
gentlemen,
youth because it's been 10
because
years.
Frozen is 10, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
To think about, like, at least for me personally, to be 33 and then what I was like at 23 seeing this movie. But it's incredible how far this movie has gone. We think about Frozen 2, the specials that, of course, Disney Animation has done to experiences, themed lands, like with Hong Kong just now last week opening up World of Frozen. The Broadway shows, high schools and middle schools are probably doing this as like their annual show production. The impact
Mm-hmm.
of Frozen is crazy. And
Yes.
when I saw that it would turn 10 today, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my
Oh,
gosh,
so
it's
today's the
crazy.
actual day?
Yeah,
No.
today's
Yeah,
the
I
actual
mean, Frozen is one of those that it is such a good film,
day. Mm-hmm.
but at the time it was so overplayed that you kind of like, especially at the time, you got very kind of like, especially us here in Orlando, like we really went
Right.
through it.
If
I
you
remember,
didn't have a little one that was watching it, it was like, but for the little ones, oh my gosh, like
yeah, they were in heaven.
they loved it. Yeah.
I remember this came out when I was 20, and I was in college, and I was working as a lifeguard at a country club, and one of the nights they did like a kids night, so they'd open the pool late, and we just put a movie on in the background, and Frozen had just came out on DVD, and
Mm,
they literally all sat around it and sang the entire movie, and I
the
was like,
entire thing.
I don't get it, but if you've watched the documentary on Disney Plus where they go
It's
behind the
so
scenes of how it was
good.
made, it was so well done. It made me appreciate it even more.
Yeah. And
It's
like
so
the
good.
the little tidbits of like the production folks, like the one, I don't know if he was the director or one of the producers, but like he lost his son, so then like they named a
Hmm.
character after him. Like it was the documentary is very, very well done.
Hmm.
And that's on Disney Plus. I
On
think
Disney
still to this
Plus.
day.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to get into the meat of it. So as
Hmm.
we go through, if you're here and hanging out with us, then please let us know your favorite Christmas movie. Interact as you see what ours are. So kind of the idea is we told each other, okay, we're going to pick three. They all need to be on streaming, and we all can't have the same ones, but
Hmm.
we've never had to change
Yeah.
our
We didn't have
selection.
to
So
we didn't have to
we all
update it.
had basically three different. So we have a total of nine, and I love actually all these. There's only one that I haven't seen. So I think we have a
Hmm.
pretty good lineup of films. And there might be a few here and there where I'm like, oh, and I didn't, I like this one too. And
Oh, like can we do honorable mentions at the end? Yeah.
yeah, we'll do honorable mentions. And we have we're going to talk about something that just released on Disney Plus that we've all watched. Coincidentally, Liz has also watched it,
Hmm.
and TJ and I watched it over the weekend. It's a brand new feature on Disney Plus that I wish there would be more of on Disney Plus. I don't understand what they're doing sometimes over at Disney Plus, but
Just got to dig into the vault.
yes, digging
Yes.
into the vault. All right, so let's get started, and Liz is going to start us off.
Let me just stretch real quick. Okay. So this is one of my top 10 probably favorite movies ever. And at the beginning, Hugh Grant has this like really nice monologue, and it's about like families meeting each other in the airport and like how wonderful and warm it is to like see people reuniting. And he talks about the fact that love actually is all around, which I feel
Mm-hmm.
like is an important sort of like phrase to hold on to, especially with the holidays when people are stressed and like kind of going crazy about shopping and what to get each other and what not to get each other, and
Hmm.
just traffic and driving and everything. But this is an incredible cast. It's like 10 different stories weaved into one. Some people are friends, some people are family. And I listen to this soundtrack like way more often than I should. And it just brings me joy. Like Matt and I were in the grocery store. This was months ago, and the Pointer Sisters Jump came on, which is it's a scene in the movie. I'm sure you both know. And Hugh Grant's like dancing in the stairwell, and I started to do the dance, and another shopper started to do it with me because she also was a fan of Love Actually, and it was. I wish I could get the security footage from ShopRite, but it was really, really cool. And I feel like it's just a timeless holiday movie, and a great movie to watch. Not even at Christmas or the holiday time, but just in general.
Yeah, I think it's a good movie overall. I have not watched it when it's not. I haven't like watched it on Netflix or watched it. I don't think I saw it in theaters. I think I've only seen it like when it's been on TV. So I don't know. I don't feel like sometimes it's the same experience. I need to watch it just like
you need
on
to watch
Netflix.
it. No
all the way through, no commercials.
Start to finish.
I feel like it's been so long for me since I've seen it that it'll probably be all new again.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth the rewatch. It's very good.
Yeah, this is one that I
Alan
don't watch
Rickman's
every
in
year.
it. R.I.P.
Keira Knightley.
Young Keira Knightley.
They don't
like
make
The Walking Dead. The one
They
guy
don't
from
make
The Walking Dead's in it.
movies. They don't make movies quite like this.
No. Bill Nye, not Bill and the Science Guy, but the other Bill Nye is in it. He's very good too.
All right, are you ready to move on, Liz?
Let's move on. Spirited. Love Ryan Reynolds. He can do no wrong. I'm also a huge Wrexham Football Club fan now. Sorry, TJ.
No, it's a good documentary. I enjoyed it.
It's a very good show, but everything that you would expect from Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell, super witty, super sharp, funny, and you
this
guys
came
haven't
out
seen
last year. Yeah, this is the one that
Came out
I haven't
last year.
seen.
Barely new.
It's like it's basically like a Christmas Carol rewritten.
Okay.
And the ending is not what you expect. It's a little revamp on the ending, but really, really well done. And it's also a musical, so it's like a comedy musical, which I think is pretty fun to see both of them singing and dancing along. But yes, 10 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's on my list of things to definitely watch this year.
And it's long. We were chatting about it just a couple minutes ago, but it's
I think the
almost 2
runtime's like 2 hours. It's crazy.
So it's a full movie by all respects. Almost like James Cameron made it.
Wow.
It's not just like a 45-minute, special. It's a proper film, so it's pretty good.
I will say another honorable mention. Well, I'm not going to say it now, but
what
did we just watch recently? That was she was in.
Oh, Hannah.
What's her last name?
Montana.
No, from Ted Lasso.
Oh, Hannah Waddingham. Yeah.
Waddingham.
Her new.
Yes. Oh my gosh. When we got finished, I was like, how cool would it be to be in that audience? Like the production of it, even though it's a special, the production of it was amazing.
Yes.
The storyline was short, but amazing. And her voice
incredible.
is angelic. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm really happy that
great.
she's getting her her fame, because she was in Game of Thrones, but she kind of played a grouchy lady back then.
Yeah,
she was the one with the bell going shame.
She's coming kind of into her own now. She was a star of the stage before, and now she's just coming into kind of pop culture, especially with Ted Lasso. And I hope that they renew Ted Lasso. We don't need what's his name. We don't need the
Nate.
Actor. No.
Oh, Jason Sudeikis.
We don't need Jason Sudeikis. We don't
Nate
need.
makes the turnaround.
They just need to do like a spin-off and not call it Ted Lasso, and we don't need Jason Sudeikis. Jason Sudeikis' character was getting on my nerves.
I think it's just his storyline was kind of getting.
It was getting played out and boring.
A little sidetracked.
But I loved everyone else. I loved everyone else. Yeah, I loved everyone else in that show, and they could definitely continue it
Yeah, they like,
for several
Definitely.
more seasons.
yeah, they like slightly hinted at doing like a women's football team, which I would be all for.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yes.
All right, Liz.
Oh. Do, 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 do. The Polar Express is an animation feat. I don't even know how old it is now. Let me look it up. I should have looked it up.
Oh
before.
gosh.
I think it's like 2004. So like 20
Somewhere
years.
around there.
Yep, 2004. 20 years old almost.
Wow.
Tom Hanks. Can we do anything better? No.
Well,
Um,
yeah. I mean, I do get a little bit tired of every
No, but
character being played by Tom Hanks.
but
Well,
they're
I didn't
all
realize it when I was a kid.
different.
Really?
They're
No.
all so different.
Oh.
Mhm.
And the oh, you got it, Hot Chocolate, great song. Josh
Mhm.
Groban, classic
That's
Christmas
true.
caroler. But no, I think this movie to me it brings me back to like being small and little and like really having the belief in Christmas and like that age we were like, do I or don't I?
Mhm.
But this, like, when I watch this now, I'm like, I believe, and it's just so cool. It's just so cool.
Yes.
But the animation to know that it was released in 2004,
The
it
animation
was
holds up.
produced
Mhm.
way before then. Some of the kids are a little creepy looking,
Yeah, but it
But-
holds up. It holds up.
but it
pretty
holds
well.
up. It holds up pretty well.
Yeah, I love this film.
And there's some
It's
scary moments too. Like it's not
Yeah, I
all
was gonna
bells
say,
and
yeah.
whistles. There's some spooky moments.
well, you need that. You need a little fear. It builds character.
A little zest. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one's on Max. I think quite a few of these that we're going to talk
Mhm.
about today are on Max, but
Mhm.
this is one of my favorites. I think it's a great background one, especially since we've all seen it so many times.
Mhm.
You don't have to watch it. But
The
yeah,
music's
this one, I
good.
love this one.
Music carries it for
Yeah,
sure.
the music.
Yeah, it's
is
a great
so
soundtrack.
good, for sure.
Mhm.
To them. I mean, I can sing it.
That's what I was just singing up. Yeah.
All right. All right, we're moving on, and it's TJ's turn.
hmm So the first one I picked is on Hulu, and this is The Happiest Season. This came out 2 or 3 years ago, and this is actually this actually has like an amazing cast in it too. I can't remember all of the names, but
Kristen
they're
Stewart,
listed at the
Aubrey
top of
Davis.
it. Yeah.
Mary's
Alison Brie.
Steinbergen is in it as well.
Mhm.
It's a good cast. It's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Have you seen this, Liz?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it. You'd like this one.
So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is themed. This has a LGBTQ theme to it, but it relates to literally everyone. And each of the characters in this story have such a good like storyline, like each on their own. And you normally with these types of movies, the storyline is kind of like played out and you kind of know what happens. But it's so strong and like has such a heavy feeling that
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I guess it's kind of predictable, but not in a boring way.
hmm
And the cast is very strong, and I would say that it's kind of like a classic. It has a
I
classic
gotta
feel to
watch
it.
it.
Yeah, it's
Tonight, I'm
good.
gonna put it on.
And then
Yeah,
it's
great.
a fun fact, when Brian and I first started dating, we were doing long distance. And when this first came out, we were both watching it like separately in our homes. And we would like hit play at the same time to watch it together.
Don't
I
cry,
love that.
Liz.
I love that.
So it's kind of our tradition to watch this every year.
Aw. Can we watch it tonight all together?
Let's do it.
Okay.
And this is on Hulu.
Yes, on Hulu.
Perfect.
Next one.
All right, next.
So next one is a Christmas classic. This is A Christmas Story. And this is, when did this movie come out? Let's look that up. Liz, can you spot check that?
I'm on it.
So this has been around for generations and generations. And I remember growing up, this is a movie I would always watch with my family. And more so recently on, I believe it's TBS or one of the cable channels on Christmas Day. It's on repeat
Mhm.
24/7.
Full
So
day.
for the full day, which is so fun. But this one's, another Christmas classic where funny quips, a great cast, and it's just timeless. It's a good Christmas feel movie.
Did you say what year it was, Liz?
1983, so 40 years, which is crazy. I was gonna have Matt come in. He has like the Ralphie bunny suit, and every year
Oh my gosh,
for Halloween he wears it. So he was like, "Should I come in on the screen with it on?" I was like, "No," but it would have been funny. But I'm making sure the costume's still hanging up over here, so he doesn't just try to.
Like surprise!
But it's such a good movie. Did you guys watch the remake movie of this?
No,
I don't think we did.
Part two.
It's been on my list for like 2 years, and I haven't watched it.
It's good. It hits the like nostalgia feel for the movie.
Okay. And it's Ralphie all grown up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Matt say something?
He did. I didn't hear it though.
Oh, okay.
You can type it.
Yeah, type it in the comments, babe. But yeah, some of the cast is the same. Of course, a few people have since passed since the movie, but it was very, very well done.
Yeah, this is a classic for sure.
I think it just feels older because it is filmed from like a 50s whatever perspective, but
yeah, it feels older than it actually is.
Oh, Kevin. And so this one is on Disney Plus. This is where this is streaming. This is another Christmas classic. And I love this one mainly because of the music, and the storyline still holds up. I will say the second one is good, but for me, after the second one, it kind of just gets repetitive. Yeah. But the original is so good. This is one that I would always enjoy watching growing up as a kid. And yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, this
How
is like
wild the 90s are that you could get on a plane without your kid.
And it's so fun. Yeah, it's so funny to say that now because it would never happen. Like if that were to happen in today's age, the kid would pick up the phone and they just turn the plane around.
Yeah,
or she'd just go right back.
I guess that's it's pre 9/11. Security wasn't what it is
True.
now. Still, like you would know where you're. I love movies that have a narrator.
Matt says that he loves movies that have a narrator.
He does. It's like a big story time. No, this is a great movie, and John Williams to do the soundtrack. Like, hello, pretty freaking cool.
It's pretty iconic.
Great choices, TJ. I have to watch.
We all have great choices.
Watch your one.
All right, so this is getting into mine. So this was something that we watched, and we really only watched this version of A Christmas Carol growing up. Liz, have you seen this version?
I might have. I've gone through a binge. Like, A Christmas Carol's a great story, and I love watching them, so I might have, but I'm not sure.
So, yes, Mom says this is the best version. So, this is the best version. So, the thing about this one, I think it was done in the 80s. I think it was the 80s. But it done for TV. And so, you don't have the widescreen aspect ratio. It is basically a square aspect ratio, which is somewhat unfortunate. But overall, this is fantastic. George C. Scott, I think he was a stage actor. He was a well-respected stage actor. And he plays Scrooge, and it's very well done, especially for a TV production. Liz, did you find any more?
1984.
Okay, 1984. I'm guessing it's a British production as well. But you can find it on Tubi, and Tubi is
interesting.
A free
for me.
It's a free streaming service, which we used to see ads for Tubi all the time. I don't see as many ads for Tubi anymore, but it is over on Tubi. I actually own this one on Apple, my Apple account. I've purchased it so that I don't have to navigate to Tubi. But this is definitely a must watch.
My version of this is called Scrooge with Albert Finney. but it's from like
Okay.
1940. But I feel
Okay.
that that's
Okay.
your version.
Gotcha. I mean, I like the other versions as well. The Jim Carrey one, the animated Jim Carrey one, it's fine.
I haven't watched that all the way through.
It's
I've
a-
seen
It's
parts of it.
basically takes a cue from the Polar Express, where Jim Carrey plays a lot of the characters,
Mhm.
and so he's voicing and doing a lot of the characters.
No
So,
thanks.
oh wow, okay, Liz, jeez.
Not the Jim Carrey version.
I mean, it's fine. It's animated. It's an animated version. It's good. All right, Liz, we're moving on. All right, so then this one is, and for these, I guess, I don't know if they're in any kind of order, but Christmas Vacation, I mean, I haven't really met anyone that, like, doesn't like Christmas Vacation. Liz, do you like Christmas? Okay. Let it be.
And there it is.
Well, it's not. So let me be clear. It's not one that I grew up watching, so I don't have a nostalgia towards it. But I see why it's funny. But it's just not my type of humor. But I watch it.
This does have nostalgia for me. Does Matt like this one?
Mm-hmm.
More
we
than
watched it on Saturday night when I fell asleep.
Oh wow, you've already
20
watched.
minutes
Oh, and
She said, and I fell asleep.
But it is good. It is good.
This one is on Max. Yeah, I love this one. I mean,
The Hawaiian Christmas song. This is where I heard it first. Aside from anywhere else, this is where I heard it first.
Mele Kamikimaka, that one.
Mm-hmm.
oh, pardon me for yawning. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. All right.
Goodness.
And then, of course, the classic White Christmas, which isn't a Christmas movie sometimes. Sometimes there's some productions in there that are Christmas, but I love this one. This is one that can be on the background, and I can be just fine with it in the background. But I love White Christmas.
This is one, again, where I haven't seen it in so long. I need to watch. We could watch it again.
You haven't seen it with me around?
Put it on your list.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Chevy Chase is
I feel like this is a good one for like to have it on the background when you're like doing your prep, like whether you're wrapping presents or you're maybe like cutting onions and celery or something to make.
I think that's with all Christmas.
Onions is very specific.
With all Christmas music or movies, you kind of get to that point where you've seen them so many times because you see them year after year that you know the story, and it becomes something that you can just have on in the background.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of like me. This will be an honorable mention. The Mickey Christmas movies on Disney Plus, the first and the second one.
A very Merry Christmas.
Those I can put on in the background because
so
I've seen them
the
so
thing
many
I
times.
wish for Disney Plus is I wish they would give us playlists so that we can queue up the things that we want to watch, and then it just plays one after the other. I don't understand why they don't have that feature. I want to even like pick individual episodes of series and put them in to my own queue, like my own curated queue.
They do that for The Simpsons and Halloween. They did it last year and they did it this year too.
Yeah, there's
Oh really?
That's on Hulu, right?
No, like on Disney Plus. They have a whole
Can you?
Simpsons.
Does it play one after the other?
Yes.
I feel like Hulu has done that too, where so for example, The Office, they'll pull all the Christmas episodes and put them in a playlist. Other shows like that, they'll do that too.
They'll pull
because I'm like, I've seen it somewhere. I'm like,
but
yeah,
Disney,
why can't Disney Plus just get on
board? They did it for Halloween. For this, just for The Simpsons, I guess, because there's so many Simpsons episodes.
That does sound familiar.
But they had it was a whole category, and then you would hit one, and it would just keep going.
So before we get into honorable mentions, I want to talk about Christmas with Walt Disney, which was produced by the Walt Disney Family Museum, and it is narrated by Walt's daughter, and it's called Christmas with Walt Disney. It is on Disney Plus now, even though our faces are covering it. It's on Disney Plus, and it was came out supposedly in 2009. I don't know where it first. I don't know where it first premiered. I don't know if maybe it's possible that they showed this as a special feature at the museum, and the museum maybe sold the rights to Disney Plus, because the Walt Disney Family Museum is not part of the Walt Disney Company. I think they have a good relationship, but it's not technically part of the Walt Disney Company.
I was thinking too, it could have been on ABC, like one of their holiday
That's what I
specials
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah, I'm
and then
not sure the
didn't air
history.
anywhere.
But what it does is it weaves family footage of the Disneys with animated classics, as well as film from Disney, and kind of throughout Disney's life. There's no current pieces, but it's just talking about Walt Disney's relationship with Christmas, and kind of it doesn't get any really deep, but kind of somewhat surface level, because they're showing clips of things that were produced with a Christmas theme while Walt Disney was alive. It's very nostalgic. It's some footage I don't think I've ever seen, and it just overall was a nice watch. I think it's like 45 minutes, so it's not too long. Go ahead, Liz.
You're right, Brian. It was originally created for the museum, which aired seasonally beginning in 2009.
So I wonder if it still is at the museum. I have been to the museum. If you've never been to the Walt Disney Family Museum, it is an excellent museum. Liz and I and TJ and Chelsea, sorry. Chelsea we went to the Disney 100 exhibit, which, since I'd already seen the Walt Disney Family Museum, it was the Walt Disney Family Museum, in my opinion, blows the Disney 100 exhibit out of the water. Like, it's just so well done. Except for some of the artifacts that we saw with the Disney 100, like the books.
Ride props were cool, and the books.
Books. Yeah. But anyway, this is a great watch. Go watch Christmas with Walt Disney on Disney Plus if you're a subscriber. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to this view. First of all, TJ needs to show his sweater.
Oh, yes. So, can we see?
And this is from Tipsy Elves. Thank you, Tipsy Elves, for sending us some gifts. We have yet to even share this on socials. We need to. We recorded the unboxing.
It's a Bumble.
We really need to share it.
It's so cute. I just ordered 2 sweaters for Matt and I on Tipsy Elves.
Oh, really?
I'm so excited.
Wow.
And it's good quality, too.
It should be here any day. I'm excited. We have an ugly sweater party to go to.
That's nice. All right, so
nice.
some honorable mentions for me. Something that's a little bit newer. It's not really that new anymore. Deck the Halls with Christian Chenoweth, and who else is in that? Christian Chenoweth and...
Have we watched that together?
I don't think we've watched that together. I don't know if it's even streaming, but it's funny to me. I don't know. It's just a funny one.
She's
Let's
so
see who
funny.
else is in that. I love me some Kristen Chenoweth. Okay, so it's... Yes, Mom's saying Danny DeVito. It has horrible ratings.
2006, Brian.
Oh my gosh, it's not new anymore.
Well...
So it's Matthew Broderick, Kristen Davis. Listen, leave me alone, okay? But anyway, yes, I love Deck the Halls. Let's see where we can watch it. But it's basically about...
Hulu.
Oh, really? All right, we'll have to add it to our list.
Hulu, Stars, YouTube, Sling, Amazon Prime.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay. It's also apparently free on TBS, so it'll show up at some point in the holiday season. That's funny.
It has horrible ratings.
It seem like it came out in like 2021 or something.
Well, jeez, I'm just getting old. But I like this one.
What else you got?
I'll say an honorable mention for me is one that we watched a few years ago that I had never seen before. I guess this is considered a Christmas movie. The Family Stone.
Oh yeah, I love The Family Stone.
What's that?
It's really emotional.
Did you just say what's that?
Yeah.
What's her name? For Mean Girls, she's in it. I was just looking
Sarah
at it.
Jessica
Rachel
Parker.
McAdams?
Rachel McAdams is in it, and
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Mhm.
Dermot
It's a good one.
Mulroney. I love him. Luke
Yeah.
Wilson.
It's
Oh, this is
you've
going
never
on
seen
the
that?
list.
Oh,
Never even
Liz.
heard of it.
So Liz, you need to be in a space where Matt's not going to interrupt you.
Mhm.
Like you need to be in that space, and if Matt wants to watch it, he
Will I
needs to
cry?
behave.
Yes. So get the tissue box ready.
Yeah.
I certainly did.
Perfect. I'm so ready to cry today. I'm
Okay.
I'm
I think
set.
you'll cry on the movie we watch
Oh.
later.
This
It's a happy
seems familiar.
season.
This image seems familiar
Yeah.
to me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
Diane
think I've seen that
Keaton.
on TikTok.
Mhm. So this movie came out in 2005. It still holds its
Younger.
value.
And it doesn't have good ratings. It didn't get good reviews.
I wouldn't base it off of
Though.
that.
That's not bad.
Say it again.
52% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not terrible.
That's not great.
I don't know who's running
I mean, it
Rotten
could be
Tomato
like-
anyways.
It could be 14. I don't know.
Anyway, it's very good.
All right, ready for my honorable mention?
Mhm.
It's all of the 1920s, 30s, 40s claymation animated films like Rudolph, Frosty, Year
Rudolph
Without
is
a
not from
Santa
the
Claus.
20s.
You know what I mean, though? Like the
The Little Drummer
I
Boy.
know what you
Mickey
mean.
Rooney, yeah, Little Drummer
Mhm.
Boy. Year Without a Santa Claus is my number
Rudolph
one.
is from 1964. Listen,
No.
but when's the last time you watched Rudolph? Because it is very kind of dark.
It is dark.
Mm.
He was
Very
shunned.
dark.
And then he
the
goes to
toys-
the island of
the
misfits
island of
toys.
misfits
I always used to
toys, it's
no, as a
horrible.
kid, I always used to like tear up because I'm like, why does nobody want to take them?
Why am I such a nitwit? I know. No,
Mhm.
it's a dark movie, but hey, that was the 60s. Wasn't
Mm.
really, everyone gets a medal back then. Nope. You had to earn it. No participation awards in the 60s.
Mm.
So,
Nope.
but I just think the
Guess not.
music's cute, and I just love the artistry of those movies.
And that-
like the
and
fact that
Matt-
somebody moved it.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure Matt likes that one too because it has a narrator as well.
Oh, for sure.
The snowman.
We have them all. End up, and that's where I get my most favorite or second most favorite movie line that I quote, which is "Pull up a nice block and lend an ear," which is from Rudolph. I say it all year round. Second to the world, or screws fall out of doors. Oh wait, the world is an imperfect place. Screws fall out of doors all the time. Can you name that movie?
Mm.
Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did somebody mention Elf? I'm sure
No.
No, we didn't talk about Elf.
that's another one. That soundtrack is iconic. I think whenever you hear that first, yeah, when you hear that intro, I think that's the beginning of Christmas, honestly. And then a quote from that one, whenever he's in the store and he's like, "All right, at 7 a.m., Santa's gonna be here," and he screams Santa. So whenever someone says we're gonna do like a meet and greet with Santa, I immediately think of that.
Of course.
I scream it
Or-
internally.
With the ribbons, 6 inches. There are so many good parts. And I love, you probably already know this already, but this was a new fun fact I learned this week. Wanda Sykes was supposed to play the manager in the store.
Oh,
I
really?
guess she
Oh.
was originally cast, was ready to go. Something happened last minute. So the manager wears a name tag that says Wanda.
Wanda.
Oh, I
They
didn't
already
even
have
notice
the
that.
costume ready.
I'll have to look for that
That's
next time.
funny.
Yep.
That's funny.
The more you know.
The more you know. Any more honorable mentions? Anyone in the comments want to put in their honorable mentions?
Trying to think of another. There's so many like good Christmas movies that you just put on.
Well, the other fun fact
I have a whole list.
that we talked
I
about
should
Yeah,
do my
was,
link.
Because you
Where's my
made
link?
one, right?
Yeah. Hold on. I have to find my link.
is that Gene Carroll, the voice of, or the narrator in A Christmas Story, I should have mentioned this earlier, is the narrator on Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Did you guys ever used to watch It's a Wonderful Life?
Never seen it.
What?
Oh, gasp.
I
Need
know,
to
I don't-
watch it.
I just remember it being like I remember it being very dark and sad.
Or
And
like
depressing.
Miracle on, is it Miracle on 30th Street? Miracle on 34th Street? Whatever it's called.
I don't think
33rd
I've seen
Street.
that one.
And what's the one with the, yes, there is a Santa Claus. Sarah Beth. Is that what that one is? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not good. I'm not good with the the older Christmas films.
All right, I'm pulling up my page with my list. Do I still have this list?
Check it
You took it-
twice.
You took a screenshot of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just link directly to the PDF. So stand by. I was gonna send you to my, I thought I used to have a landing page for
And
it.
checking it twice.
So this is my list from last year. So it's possible that some of the places.
Yes, Mom.
Don't
love
have it.
the holiday.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
First Holiday.
yes.
Love the holiday.
That's such a good one.
And Last Holiday too, which
Mhm.
What's
is
that?
I don't sometimes
That's
Last
the one with
Holiday is
Queen Latifah.
yeah sometimes Last
Mhm.
Holiday
Oh,
it's not fully Christmas, but it's definitely something to watch around the Christmas time. So I'm gonna link you guys to
yes.
my PDF. It's in the YouTube comments now. Hopefully you can click that from YouTube. But this is a list that I started back, I think, in 2020 or 2021. Let me see any. So, Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Mhm.
We've mentioned Family Stone, The Holiday, Last Holiday. The Santa Claus, of course, is a classic.
Mhm.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Mhm.
We mentioned, right?
Yeah, we
talked
just
about
did, yeah.
that.
Mhm.
I have Deck the Halls. Love Hard. What's that? I think that's the one with Heather McMahon.
Oh yeah, we watched that
one's
last
pretty
year.
Good.
Mhm.
It's not horrible. It's a Netflix one.
2021. Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah, that's the one where
oh,
the
Jimmy
guy. Yeah, the guy like faked his online profile, and she went to go meet him, and it didn't match, and he stole pictures of a guy that he actually knows. So she went to go hang out with him. I'm basically telling the whole storyline.
You remember it better than I do.
So she went to go hang out with him. Turns out he was a total dud, and then ends up falling for the guy that she actually met.
But the reason I watched that is because Heather McMahon's in it. She plays the best friend. She's not in it for very long, but
She did a very good job.
she's in it.
Love Heather.
We love Heather. All right,
We should
so
have
Christmas.
Heather on the show.
Oh, well,
Let's do it.
all right. Christmas in Connecticut. Have you anyone watched that? That one's a good one. We've seen it. It's black and white. It's the.
Oh, did we watch that with
I think we watched it with somebody.
Madison?
Yeah. we
Oh,
watched it with
Barbara
Madison.
Stanwyck. Oh yeah.
It's good. It's.
I was
good.
trying to remember where we watched it, but it was in the old apartment.
It's great.
It feels like so long
It's a
ago.
comedy with romance. A little. Yeah. It's good. Let's see. Happiest Season. What's that one? Oh, that we just talked about.
Yes.
That one. So the newer ones, I'm still not used to the name. Okay, this is good. The Christmas Chronicles. I think both of them are good, and they're both on Netflix.
Remind me of that one.
That's the one with Kurt Russell as Santa Claus.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's two.
That's one you can put on in the background.
Daddy Russell.
Yeah. It's done very well, I thought.
Mhm.
Little Women, I have.
That's not
the
a Christmas
2019. Well, it most certainly is. It takes place during Christmas, girl.
It's just snowing. So-
Jingle All the Way.
oh, we just watched that the other day. Yep.
I have Love Actually on here.
Mhm.
Elf.
You should.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
and then of course all three of the Princess Switch movies.
See, in the screenshot, all I saw was the princess, and I was like, "What? What movie is named Princess 3 times?"
it's like the Princess Diaries.
And then on this list, I have Falling for Christmas, which is Netflix, and I don't remember that one. So,
Is that
oh,
it?
that's Lindsay Lohan's movie.
Oh yeah,
that
the
was
one
cute.
where she gets amnesia.
Yeah, that was cute. And then from last year, I have Spirited, which we never got to watch. And then A Christmas Story Christmas, which is the
That's the new
updated
one.
Christmas story. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what is that title? Is that a typo?
Bum, 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 bum.
Yes. So that's my list from last year. I linked it. I don't know if I'll update it this year.
I kind of want to watch The Princess Switch again. Those are funny.
Those are good. They're just stupid good.
They're like cheesy, but in a good way.
Let's see. Did we mention Miracle on 34th? Did I say that?
We talked
did.
about it as like nostalgic movies.
Um,
The Princess
didn't-
Witch.
I don't.
Switch.
It's like a
I don't
Halloween
have it.
movie.
No, The Princess Switch.
With an S. Switch.
Wow.
Oh, Vanessa Hudgens.
Hmm.
Yes. And actually, I signed up to
Mary
promote.
Switch, miss.
I signed up to promote a Lifetime movie with, who would I say?
Not Candace Cameron, I hope.
No,
Tia Mowry?
sister. Tia Mowry, and who else is in it? Oh,
I can't remember.
the Cake Boss. Not saying something.
Buddy Balestro,
Mhm.
Buddy.
He's
whatever.
in it too.
Oh,
So we have to watch it, and I signed up to promote it.
okay.
But we need to. I have the link to watch it. I don't know if it's out yet, but I have the link to watch it. We need to do that.
That sounds like fun.
There's lots of little Christmas movies, especially with Lifetime, which I'm not a huge Hallmark/Lifetime fan. But since Tia Mowry was in it, I was like, I'll give it a shot.
There are some really good ones. It's not really
Dolly
our
Parton has had
demographic
one.
quite yet,
Oh,
but
that's right. Yeah, Dolly Parton was in one. Where she
They are
was the
pretty
magical Christmas fairy.
they're really
Alright,
good
any-
when you're like mid breakup. Because your
Okay.
heart's just like,
Well, you haven't experienced
Searching.
that in a while, Liz, unless there's something
No,
we need to
but,
talk
like-
about.
no, just like when you're feeling more emotional, I guess. Like the movies
Yeah.
are really like they feel better than ever because you're like, this is so good. Like I'm so happy for you. But it is nice. They're heartwarming. That's the point.
Hmm.
Right.
They're meant to bring joy.
All right. Well, I think that's it for honorable mentions. Is there anything else that we want to talk about before we bid adieu?
The series I just found out on Hallmark, it's basically all of the titles are it's like a mix of I'm Coming Home for Christmas is one, You're Coming Home for Christmas is the next one, They're Coming Home for Christmas is the third one, and it just goes on and on.
The dog is home for Christmas.
Pretty much that, yeah. It's like 5 or 6 of them
He's home at Christmas.
somehow.
That's pretty crazy.
But yes.
Oh yeah, Matt. Which one do you prefer? The
Put you on the
black
spot.
and white or the new one? I would assume, Mom, that he's looking at the original one.
No,
he's
you
a,
think?
he's a nostalgic guy. Yeah.
Well, the newer one is not new anymore.
Is it like
I think-
remastered? You mean, or
No, I mean because
it's the one with Matilda, right?
it's the one with Matilda. Yeah.
Yeah.
The actor.
Oh,
the
maybe
actor
he
who
does
plays
mean that
Matilda.
one.
Because I mean,
He might mean that one.
yeah.
And the real question, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Never seen it,
Oh.
but
I-
I know it's not a Christmas movie.
I'd
Takes place at Christmas, just like Little Women. It snows. And it's
Yeah, it's not a
Christmas in that
Christmas
movie.
I can see why people call it a Christmas movie, but we don't really watch it during the Christmas season.
Because what? He just
'Cause
wears
more action.
a Christmas hat.
Do you watch it? How often do you watch that movie?
Probably like once or twice a year.
You
If
don't
that.
watch it once or twice a year.
You'll know me.
Okay.
I watch it at work. You'll know that.
He's got dual screens. One's on video games, second's on dialogue.
Exactly.
All right. All right.
This was cute. I like this.
Well, hopefully this gives you ideas or refreshes your memory to watch some of these Christmas classics.
And
I
also
love all the
to
Christmas
not
movies.
streak on It's a Small World, or else you'll become an internet phenomenon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting. All right, guys. Until next time, we will see you later.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.